This is your life. This is your career. This is your craft. This is your service to humanity. Why would you be checking your phone? Your phone is costing you your fortune. It is an addiction. It's a dopamine addiction. Start the process of breaking your addiction to distraction here in this room today. You've invested in this. You're a learning investor. The best investment you can make is being in this room. Why would you spend it checking your notifications, looking at your email, looking at SMS? Looking at pictures of people's breakfasts, or like, why would you do that? This is your life. This is your career. This is your craft. This is your service to humanity. Why would you be checking your phone? And if you look at a victim, if you look at most people on the planet, they're literally hooked to a white screen. They are wasting their human potential, hooked into some social platform that is creating empires for other people. Many people, if not most people, are now a form of artificial intelligence. They're not living their brain's potential. They're not living their physiological potential. They're not living their creative potential. They're not living their human potential. They're not living their economic potential. Why? Because they're hooked to a screen. It is the most frightening time in the history of the world, and it's the most gorgeous time in the history of humanity. Why? Because it's never been so easy to be a hero. Because most people aren't doing it. Most people are lost. Most people are hooked. So turn off your phones. Get serious about this. This is your game. This is your life. This is your sport. And before you know it, you will be at the end. We all know that life goes by in a blink. Like, I am on a mission bordering on an obsession to give you such ridiculous value that it terrifies you. What you are going to experience over the next 4 days is going to blow your mind, enliven your heart. Mindset, boom, heart set, explosion. I want you to have a galactic explosiveness, not only intellectually, but in your heart. You see, one thing I'm bringing to you that is special is it's not just about your mindset. Why do so many people come to an event and nothing changes? Everyone's talking about mindset. Get your thinking right. Think, your thinking forms your reality. Like, just think, be positive, man. And we learn the ideas, we install the core beliefs. How many people have been to events and nothing changes? Well, have you ever heard of the limbic system, the amygdala? This is a core point why most learning doesn't work. Pretty dangerous comment I'm making. Look at the person next to you and say, Robin's being dangerous first thing on the morning. But this is a very dangerous and gorgeous insight. You see, most learning does not work, and most people do not change because we get the learning intellectually. I don't know why I enunciated like that, but we don't get it emotionally. You see, mindset without heart set is a hollow victory. So I want you to not only get boom, intellectual explosiveness. This is not your ordinary learning event. This is world-class, revolutionary learning at the highest level on the planet. A lot of people say this room is the most valuable room to be in. That's the word on the street. But if you get it intellectually without getting it emotionally, you're you're not going to get any transformation or any gains in your business, in your empires of creativity, productivity, prosperity, and humanity. So I want to blow open your heart. You see, most people in the room, no, that's not. Everyone in the room has been traumatized. No one talks about this. Oh, this is a business event. You're talking about trauma? Everyone in this room has experienced trauma at some level or another, to varying degrees. Sometimes it wasn't being invited to someone's party, trauma. Right? Sometimes it was sexual abuse, trauma. And so what happens is, this is so important, I could spend the whole day on this, but the human tendency and the cultural seduction is don't feel the pain of the trauma. Everyone know what I'm talking about, or am I out on the jagged edges? Don't feel the trauma. Don't feel the disappointment. You got heartbroken. Don't go into it. Only seek pleasure. Only be happy, happy, happy. Put on the happy face. Watch the happy TV shows. Seek pleasure. And what we do is we actually flee from feeling because of the trauma. And we start to live in our heads, and we numb out our body, and we don't feel. But to be human is to feel. To be a great leader is to feel. If you look at the greatest empire builders economically, Zuckerberg, Musk, Steve Jobs, great example. He felt deeply. You know, he lived in a pretty simple house, even when he was a multi-billionaire. Simple house. He was only about a few things. He was about family. He was about, you know what he said? I love this, because I'm a purist. I build my life around just a few things. He said, my favorite things in life, books and sushi. Isn't that beautiful? And he was an artist. He was an artist. And so, mindset without heart set. So we experience trauma, and then we block it out and repress it, and then we lose our emotional game, which is mission critical to world class. You've got to love your clients. You've got to love the beauty of creating gorgeous products. You've got to want to serve. It doesn't happen in the head. Oh, you know, service to your clients, to the marketplace, happens in your heart. The desire to lead a world-class life happens emotionally. And that's how you battle-proof yourself against volatility. It's not an intellectual game, it's a visceral game. It's in your DNA. And I'm going to share with you how to do that. So mindset without a heart set is an empty victory, but then there's two more emotional interior empires. The four interior empires: mindset plus heart set plus health set, right? Vitality. Like I said, the hunters on the savannas understood. They didn't understand, but the way the brain developed was literally, if you move, your natural wiring in your brain and physiology kicks into gear. You actually, BDNF promotes neurogenesis. You create more brain cells. Dopamine gets released. Norepinephrine, serotonin. You feel happier. You feel less stress. BDNF repairs damaged brain cells. Your processing heightens. You actually dial in your focus. Unbelievable, the benefits of exercise. But it's not, and here's another key idea on the third interior empire, health set. Vitality is the DNA of legendary. You cannot put a price tag on getting into the greatest fitness of your life. And then some of you, and I'm going to work on you with great love and respect, are going to say, but if I hire a massage therapist, and if I get a physical trainer, and if I get into acupuncture, and if I biohack, and if I get my genome tested to figure out my telomere so I know my real age, if I do all the things that James and Greg are going to talk about, it's going to cost me a lot of money. How many people hear that or think that right now? Be honest. Fantastic. Here's a little insight, just because I love you. I might not know you, but I feel love for you. I'm here to serve you. I've got your back. Getting into world-class fitness will cost you a lot of money. Death will cost you more.